You are now listening to or watching the It Takes All Kinds podcast.
Yeah, and if you aren't, you can head over to Apple Podcasts or Spotify and listen to us now. Or head on over to Drib on YouTube and watch the video version as well.
And if you'd like to stay up to date on when we're releasing a new episode or any other fun information about the podcast, you can give us a follow on Instagram at It Takes All Kinds Podcast and on Twitter at ITAC Podcast. That's ITAK Podcast.
Without saying much else, we hope you enjoy this episode.
What? Shut up. Who was that? Oh, you're opening the Christmas Lausen?
Carson, it's a Christmas episode. It's a Saint Wenceslaus Spice
Lausen?
holiday spice wine. Holiday spice wine.
line. You know that comes from my homeland. The motherland.
But yeah, the motherland.
The motherland for the holiday spiced wine. So Gavin is pouring up some, what I think would be considered a mulled wine. That's good. Which is supposed to be a, ooh, interesting. It's a holiday spice wine.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like I had shit in my mold the other day. So I totally spoiled my whole wine season.
Anyway. I got nothing for that. I'm trying to figure out what I can do from that, and I just got nothing.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, because mulled wine is a, here, let's get that clink on.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, wait. No, turn on the music.
Turn it off?
Yeah, spill your wine all over it.
Well, I can spill it over my laptop. Won't matter.
There we go.
You can clip that out and put it in
clip it.
your wedding videos.
It just smells pretty good.
Sure. Kind of tastes like a sangria,
Tastes like red wine. Tastes exactly like
like
red
very
wine.
like church wine,
Yeah.
but it's a German wine. Not in love with it.
German wine.
German wine. You should read the back because there's a lot of fun words on there.
Saint Wenceslaus. Saint Wenceslaus is a festive holiday tradition at Montel. What a unique way to entertain guests at your holiday parties as a gift for your favorite host or hostess. Your favorite host or hostess. Or just to curl up by the fire on a cold winter night. Saint Wenceslaus is a ruby red sweet wine full of spice and is ready to enjoy right out of the bottle. Just warm and serve. Well, we cooled it.
Wait, it says warm and serve?
Yeah. Just
Well,
warm
I know
and
that like
serve.
people serve a mulled wine warm, but I was like, yeah,
For
we had too many hot drinks.
Yeah. For extra flair, you can add lemon slices, orange slices, cinnamon sticks.
Just
and
add a
even
slice
apple.
of lemon.
Yeah. And even apple juice. This wine can be served chilled. If preferred, St. Wenceslaus is similar to German Glühwein and can be used to make Jagertee and Glögg.
Those are the words I
Glück.
needed to hear.
I think it's
Glück.
Glüg.
Glüg, yeah. Glüg. So that's
This isn't the only alcohol we're drinking on this show today.
no, it certainly isn't, and we'll get to that here soon. We're getting drunk, and it's only 4 o'clock, huh?
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
5 o'clock somewhere, huh? Cheers to
It's
that.
5 o'clock in New York.
Can't
Can't wait.
and probably somewhere in Cancun.
Kangaga.
Oh, Kangaga.
Oh, Kangaga.
Gang. Let's get some so in case you guys didn't know, this is the Christmas episode. And we're calling it the Christmas episode, okay?
Not the holiday.
We are taking the word back. We're not calling it the holidays. We are calling it Christmas. And this is the Christmas episode. I mean, it's the holiday episode.
Just the way God intended.
It's the holiday episode, but since we're both goys who celebrate Christmas, even though one of us is Christian, the other one was, I guess, at one point. So it still counts.
The tradition's there.
We're just as white as you can be, really, and I think
And as straight as you can be.
and that's really what Christmas is about. It's
It
about
really
being
is.
white and
And
straight,
straight.
and baby Jesus
And Baby Yaga.
and Baba Yaga.
I mean, whenever I think of Jesus, I think of white
Wine.
savior.
White. Oh, I was like, my brain was very confused there for a minute because when you said white savior, I was thinking like white beater for some reason.
Oh, that too.
Baba Yaga. What if I had a tattoo right
That would be crazy.
of the JB
You
Beebus?
should get a tattoo on your chest.
I'm gonna get a tattoo of JB Beebus.
JV Beebus.
JB Beebus. He did a song with Ludacris.
He did.
Yeah, it's a holiday episode. We're recording this on December 20th. 5 days before the ho 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 ho.
Before the big man comes down the chimney and
Before his fat fucking ass.
before your parents lay out the
Shh, don't, dude. There's kids that listen. Say that again, but say it's Santa.
That's the night whenever Santa Claus comes. down the
Santa,
chimney.
Yeah, Santa.
Puts his presents all over your room.
Santa. If you're a kid listening, grow up.
I'm playing with my what are these called?
Pigtails? You're like the Wendy lady. You're like Wendy. You look like a character from something, and someone who's watching needs to tell me who Gavin looks like. Because you look like someone from something, and I can't figure out what it is. You guys are hearing this on Christmas Eve. Oh!
I work Christmas Eve. So
Do you really?
So I'm working for you.
Gavin's making sure you get your pills. I need a drink. Oh, God, I got to work Christmas
this
Eve. I
is
need
for
a
you.
drink. You know what you need to do is just pour some in a glass, throw it out of the glass,
Yeah.
and then chug the bottle.
Uh-huh.
That's a good movie trope.
Yeah. Put
What
it
do
all
you-
over Sidney Moncrief. Put all my juices. Put all the juice all over Sidney Moncrief.
All of the Jews
Uh-huh.
on Sidney Moncrief.
Uh-huh.
Happy Hanukkah. It's over now, so we can... That's why we don't need to say happy holidays, because the next holiday is Christmas. He's falling asleep.
Sorry, I saw
Next
the
holiday-
alcohol 12% by volume and I passed out.
Yeah, I took my medicine too recently ago. So, where was I going with that? Oh, Hanukkah's over. The next holiday is Christmas. That's why we can say Happy Christmas. We'll do a Kwanzaa special, of course, the day after Christmas. Just kidding. That'll be a New Year's episode special. But you're hearing this on Christmas Eve. I hope everybody's eating ham and having a merry.
Very.
I hope everyone's merry.
Merry Christmas.
Everybody have a very Christmas. Episode 42. And it's our Christmas special.
It's also, you okay?
It's also the last episode, the last holiday. It's the themed episode. We're talking about
No New
all-
Year's. No.
We'll do a New Year's, but that doesn't have to do with Christmas. New Year's will be next week.
And Carson will have something to debut next week, and I'm excited.
Yeah, I do.
Your new gift.
Oh yeah. I do have something to debut next week. Excuse me. Please be careful. Don't want to spill this over before I get a new one. Yeah, I'm getting a new crap top on Saturday. So when you're digging into your dirty ass ham, I'll be digging into my new laptop.
Speaking of dirty ass ham.
Yeah. Is that new Megan Thee Stallion song?
Yeah. Wet ass pussy.
You can't say things like that before I take a big sip of wine.
I know that's the point.
My holiday fine.
My holiday fine.
Holiday fine.
So what's on the agenda today, Carson? What are we gonna do?
I have no idea. No, I had something, and then it just like a thief in the night went from my brain.
Like Santa Claus in the chimney.
Like Santa Claus and his dirty dick.
His
Oh, okay. So what I wanted to say is that today, better late than never, we are also recording the Drip Christmas special, which some listeners may not know about and some may know about. Just because I know we kind of a lot, especially a lot of your friends kind of joined on to the bandwagon, so to speak. when we started the podcast, and maybe they don't know about the Drib Christmas special, but I want to talk a little bit about that and get into the history of it. Really delve into it,
Yeah.
Probably just do the whole episode about that, huh?
Yeah, that's a good idea. I think we should just do that.
No,
I also realized that I haven't eaten today.
yeah,
so I'm actually
you'll realize that pretty quickly, huh?
Uh,
I'm running on a pretty empty stomach too, so this will be interesting, and we'll probably end up having to walk to Penn Station, is my feeling. It's not that far.
no, it's not. But that's really funny.
Yeah, I'm feeling fine right now, but I know after
see.
those
We'll see.
seltzer boys will be toasty, and it'll be really interesting if we don't sober up by the time the special happens.
Yep.
So I don't know what that does. So it's we're recording that today, later than I would ever want to do it, but this is what we got to do.
It is what it is.
But it's pretty much like the only video we come out with every year now because we've just all been so busy and with other things going on. But you can always count on the Drip Christmas special being there. It's one of my favorite things to do. It's like probably the most original idea that I've had that we do, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah, that we still do.
And, it's something that I think really everybody looks forward to, and I'm not just saying that, but, like, I know all you guys, like, love doing it and are always asking me
it's
about,
always,
like,
So
what's the plans with it? Yeah, what are we going to do with it?
I asked you that in, like, June.
I think Spencer asked me in, like, January. Spencer, there was a streak where Spencer would ask me every time he saw me. And it's finally here. It's finally today, and we just decided to record this episode before it, but it's the fifth Christmas special we've done, which is crazy. We've done it for 5 years, not 5 years in a row, but 5 years total.
5 years in a row.
5 years row. It would have been 6, but yeah, number 5, which is crazy to think about.
Yeah, 5.
Yeah,
Woo.
5. Woohoo. No, it's a lot though if you think about it.
Oh, yeah, it
that
is.
we've done this 5 times, 5 different years, 6 years spanning. And if you don't know what it is, pretty much it's just like a holiday party that we all hang out and and all do it, and we all just hang out and have fun. And then we turned into a tradition a couple years ago where we play this game that I kind of made up, but also partially stole from some other people, called Yucky Pong, which is where we play like beer pong, but
Water pong.
Water pong. Each of the cups represent
A nasty flavor.
thing that both of the people on the team have to eat, and obviously whoever wins ends up getting to then unwrap the white elephant. They're the first white elephant gifts, because we also do a white elephant gift exchange after. But actually, Gavin, I didn't tell you this. We're changing those rules up this year, and I have another special secret about who gets to unwrap first.
Ooh, okay.
But whoever wins this will get a special gift.
Good.
Both team members do.
Good.
So yeah, we got that going on today. And it just seems like every year it just gets better. So I'm super excited to see how this one goes. And we don't even try to make it better or funnier. Just every year just seems to top itself. So
Yeah.
I think last year will still stand true as one of the best ones, just because of the setup and everything.
And it was cold.
And it was cold, and we were outside all night. And then the power went off, and it was just a mess. I rewatched it again last night. But yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully you guys will be seeing that probably before you hear this, if I had to guess. Well, yeah, I would hope so. I think maybe one of them might go up on Christmas Eve.
One of them better go up on Christmas Eve.
Because it'll be split up into 2. We usually upload Yucky Pong first, and then we just do a Christmas special that has everything else in it after.
A Kimmin special.
A Kimmin special. So that's probably how it'll be this year. If not,
And
I might
also
change
you
it.
need to watch, there's a very big announcement that Carson made.
Yeah.
And it's just hiding the truth. And I think everybody should
Yeah.
go watch it. The truth is out there.
If you haven't seen that, Gavin and I filmed something about me.
Firm believer right here, Carson.
Yeah, we filmed something about, kind of
Something
me.
controversy, really controversial opinions.
Very controversial, but pretty much it's really exposing the truth of what is out there and what is known, and I think you people just need to go watch it. I mean, it's right there in front of you, and
open
You
your
know,
eyes.
I appreciate all the people who have given me great feedback on it and have reposted it themselves and, made sure that people see it and, know it. But, keep reposting it. We need to spread
until
the
you get
truth.
banned.
December 23rd is coming up very fast, and there will be an elf at Rockefeller Center, and I will be there, so I'll see you soon. Should we just get right into it with these with some gifts?
Yeah.
Gavin and I
I'm itching.
preemptively decided to do gift exchange. I was gonna give him something either way. I didn't expect him to get me anything, but apparently he has.
I did, and it is perfect.
Do you want to go first? Or you want me to?
I'll go first.
Okay, all right. First,
So-
finally, I get something given to me.
Yeah. After all,
Didn't even get
these
something on
years-
my birthday.
Yeah. Sorry.
All right. No.
So, you mentioned a couple times how much you like this movie. It's a movie you watched this year.
Okay.
And you've referenced it several times on this channel.
Okay.
In this.
Did we do a whole special about it?
No.
Oh.
No. Although I did think about something about that,
Okay. Okay.
but I didn't get it because I feel like it would have just been lame. So
Okay.
I found this, looking for a gift for the White Elephant Exchange
Oh.
tonight.
Yeah, tonight.
Found
yeah.
this, and I was like, no way.
Okay.
And
I have a feeling, but I don't
Yeah,
know for sure.
It's kind of nut. It's very niche. So
Okay.
it's in a Target bag.
Lighter than I expected, but okay. Is there two things?
No, just one.
Oh, there's
thing.
just a
no.
bag
I just put.
in
I
here.
just yeah.
Oh, no way. What? That's actually really fucking cool.
Yeah.
This was at Target?
Yeah. I said no way. It was Nightmare on Elm Street
that's
3.
actually
Dream Warriors.
so fucking awesome.
Yeah. I was
Oh,
like,
and it's got
no
all the
way.
people in his chest and the little guy.
Like I was like,
oh
no
my
way.
god, dude, this is and it's by Mecca or NECA. Sorry, not
Yeah.
Mecca. NECA, who fucking makes awesome shit.
Yeah.
And I've legitimately been wanting to buy like some NECA figures, and I haven't bought any, so this will be my first one. Dude, I'm like, this is actually fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like
I was in disbelief that it was just sitting back there on one of the collector shelves, and I was like, wow, this is
Where at Target was this?
by like the Funko Pop aisles or
So
Funko
in
at
the toy
Yeah,
section?
like in the back.
By our Target,
Yeah.
the one that's
in the
10 minutes
back
from
and
here?
yeah.
Wow.
In that Target, yeah. They had, like
I would
Predator
have
and
never
stuff like that.
thought.
I know. I
Have
was
any Halloween? Any other horror?
Yeah, they did. They also had a Jason.
Damn, I
Yeah.
need to go there.
But I
dude.
saw this and I was like, this
Wow.
is perfect because Carson watched that this year.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's so fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what all these other things are. Oh, he's got the needle hands. When he has the needles for fingers instead, and then his house, and then the hat, of course, and then the the baby version. I'm gonna show everybody on screen. If you can see that, that's so awesome, dude. Thank you so much. This
Yeah.
is I'm legitimately like would be something I would buy for myself. So I'm very happy about that. Oh man, thank you, Gavin.
Yeah.
That means a lot. I was like, oh, it's gonna
Completely
be like
by chance.
I'm like, it's gonna be a joke. It's gonna be something funny. But I'm like, that's what I like. But like, legitimately something I really, actually, really wanted.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That might be hard to top. I'm gonna be honest. Mine is also not a joke.
Okay, good.
I have to get it out. There's a I would have kept it out, but the wrapping kind of gives it away a little bit. So I'm gonna have to reach into my closet like I do seemingly every episode and get it out.
I won't look.
I want look.
I won't look.
I mean,
I'm just
you
gonna
can
cover.
look now. It doesn't matter.
I'm just gonna cover my eyes.
I'm trying to figure out if I can. There's somewhere I can put this. Not really. There's not a lot of room up here.
Not anymore.
Not since the incident. All right, Gavin. I got you something while I was in New York at the MoMA, which the MoMA
Alright.
is the Museum of Modern Art, which is a
Get
fucking
this
awesome.
Get this vine out of here.
Get the Vine, which is a fucking awesome museum, and the only museum I was actually had time to go to. And they also have a design store
Mm-hmm.
where they have like lots of like things that like people will create and then they'll like curate it and sell it at the store. And this was something I bought because I really wanted it for myself, but I already bought one, so I was like, I can't. So I was like, well, I know Gavin will like this, so yeah, you can go ahead and open
All
it.
right.
So,
Let's see.
and there's something else in there too
Oh, okay.
that I literally put in there last night. So,
yeah.
but then it has the MoMA on the side.
Yeah.
which is really cool.
That's
And
sweet.
I bought
yeah.
my Kith hat, and I
Uh-huh.
was like, well, I can't buy another. Then I would have 3 Yankees hats.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I was like, well, I know Gavin, you like the strap back style
Yeah,
ones
for sure.
more. So
I love these.
so I was like, yep, I
I
gotta get
actually
him a
bought
Yankees
myself
hat.
while I was shopping for my dad and my sister. I bought myself a Timberwolves hat too.
Oh,
so,
nice.
Yeah, so I got.
And I
a
know you're
bunch
not
of-
a Yankees fan, but I was
No,
like,
yeah,
well, in
it's
New
got-
York from the MoMA.
Yeah, that's super cool.
So,
I'll take
and then the next thing, I'll have to explain a little bit. So it's really, really good licorice. And I was shopping on Amazon for some last minute gifts for my grandma and stuff. And my order got to like $20 something. And if you go to 25, you get free shipping. So I always will tack on something else. And
Yeah.
I was going to get my grandpa black licorice, and then for some reason like didn't have any anywhere in stock that would get here in time. But I saw that and I'm like, "Oh man, that looks really good." And I was like, "Yeah, I'll just order a bag. Like, let me just order one bag." It was like, $5 or something for like a bag because it's like supposed to be some fancy licorice. And so I was like, "Okay, whatever, I'll buy it." So yesterday I go to my parents' house to pick up the package, perfect. And I am like, "Wow, this is a really heavy box. Why is this box so heavy?" And because I bought 2 pans, one for my grandma, one for myself. And so I was like, I guess it's the pans. Like, I guess they're heavier than I thought. So I open it up, and there was 2 boxes and then one of the things that I bought. And I was like, what is this other box? And I look at it, and it says that brand's name on it. And I was like, I only ordered
Daryl
one bag.
Daryl Lee.
And so I opened it up, and there was 8 bags of those in there. And I was like, what? And I double-checked, and I only ordered one bag for $5, but they sent me, you can also buy a pack of 8. So they accidentally shipped me a pack of 8 of those bags. So literally like 61 cents a bag is what it ended up coming out to. And so I was just like,
That's
well,
a
I don't
steal.
need 8 of these, so I kept 4 of them and I gave one to you, and I'm gonna give
This smells really good.
one to each of my family members. Yeah, I literally ate a whole bag last night because they were just that good, and I already have another bag that I opened up. They're a little bit wet for some reason, so your fingers might get a little sticky. What do you think?
That's really good.
Yeah. It's not like the regular, like the Twizzler garbage strawberry flavor. It's actually a good strawberry. So,
I
yeah.
tore off the resealable.
Did you really?
Guess gonna have to eat them all.
Yeah, I guess you're going to have to. I can give you a chink climp. Not like that. I didn't mean to say that.
Okay.
I slipped a word in there, and I
Yeah,
apologize.
Freudian slip.
Freudian Schlich. Freudian Schlit. All right, dude. Is this going to be an eating podcast, dude? Do you like your hat?
Yeah, I do.
Are you going to wear it, or are you going to be like, nah, I don't like the Yankees, I'm not going to wear it?
I'll find something to match it with.
Yeah. Well, it's dark
Probably
blue. Probably kinky boots.
Probably Keith Haring shirt.
Yeah. Yeah, because he's from New York. Well, that's our little gift exchange that we, preemptively did. Yeah, I'm
It's really
very...
good because it's soft.
Yeah, exactly. It's not hard. Like, I don't like red vines. I don't like strawberry Twizzlers because I think the taste is garbage and they're just a little bit too hard. Yeah, this is awesome. Obviously, I don't think I'm going to be able to open it. I think I have to leave it in the box
Yeah.
because that is a
Okay.
Clankto.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I think I have to, sadly. I mean, I could get them out, but I think it's just better if I leave them in the box. But now I have to find a place to put them. Maybe I'll put them on my desk somewhere.
Yeah.
Find some room. Well, thank you, buddy. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. I'm very happy about that. Was very unsuspecting. But yeah, legitimately. Was that the one that we watched the scene from? Was that 3?
I don't remember.
I don't know. I can't remember either. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Merry Christmas, everybody. So, one thing I wanted to talk about just a little bit is this past week was the Office Hours live show live in LA at the Regent Theater that I was a part of,
Big theater.
big, yeah, decently big. and they sold it out, 1,500 seats, which is really cool. Lots of fucking amazing guests came out, like, that nobody knew about. I mean, I knew about, but they were all surprises.
I watched a little bit of it where John C. Reilly comes out.
Yeah.
And Tim calls him John.
Yeah.
And he's like, wait, Santa Claus.
And he's like, what the fuck are you saying? Why would you say that?
There's kids in the audience.
Yeah. So funny. Yeah, if you watch it, I'm not going to give away everything, but go watch it. It was so much fun. And it was so funny to, like, because I was there for their sound check when they first saw some of the stuff, like, happen in action, and just seeing the reactions to it was just, like, it was priceless. Because whenever you watch it, it's not, sorry, spoiler, but it's not their first time seeing those things. But, yeah, just a really funny and cool thing to be a part of. A little stressful, but that, you know, that's to be expected.
It smells like New York.
Oh, it does. It smells like dirty trash and pizza.
And piss.
And piss everywhere. Homeless guy spit.
Piss.
Homeless spit. But yeah, just such a fucking fun time. So many great things that came from it, and it really went like super smoothly. Which I say like unsuspecting, but it's so hard running a live show with all of these things going on in front of, and with the
not
pressure.
much rehearsal.
Yeah, I mean, really not at all. Like they had like an hour to run through things, if even that. It ended up coming down to the wire a little bit too. But yeah, just go watch it. Go listen to it. Something. It's just such a fun treat that they gave to people, and really happy they sold it out. And so, long story short, is I helped out with the Zoom like I do every week, but this time I had a little bit more responsibility just because producer Matt had to run things on stage and stuff like that. So in person. So he kind of
weren't there in person, but
I was not.
Yeah,
I would never be there. No, I'm just kidding. So he kind of was like, you know, I'm not gonna have a ton of time to pay attention to the Zoom, so you know, you kind of mangle the Zoom, get topics from people, you know, keep track of everything that's going on. And I was like, you know, absolutely. And so that was a lot of fun just to kind of like have a process in like curating what went on for the show. And so I kind of was just like, you know, it with stuff like this, it's better time. It's better if you like, instead of being like, hey, should I do this? Or, hey, what would you think if I said to people this? It's just kind of like, you just do it.
Yeah.
And like, if they see it and they're like, don't do that, they'll tell you.
Yeah.
But it's better to just take it into your own hands. So I got on there and I was just like, hey, everybody, like, I was just like, send me, you know, DM me a topic if you want to talk on the show. I'm like, I'm going to be biased if you have Christmas topics. And like, which wasn't something he told me to do, but I was just like, well, it's a Christmas show, so why not?
Yeah.
And so that was a fun process of like having it curated, because like he would call on somebody, and not every single time, but he would be, you know, Tim would be like, let's talk to a Zoomer. And then I would send Matt the person's name, and then they would get called on. So yeah, that was a lot of fun, having a little bit more responsibility with that. And so what came from that was a little fun moment I want to play on here in a segment that I like to call my 5 seconds of
My
fame.
beautiful, dark, twisted fantasy.
My beautiful, twisted puss. No, this is what I'm going to be calling my 5 seconds of fame that I'm going to play here, and then I'll explain it a little bit. So Gavin's already heard this, so let's go.
He's here tonight. Can we get him on there? Is it no show? Oh no, is it no show? Hold on. I don't. Carson, are you on Zoom? Are you seeing American?
Yeah, I don't see him on Zoom. Where he went.
He's clearing my bank account right now.
We're also 20 minutes early.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's
If you're
the other
if you're
thing.
out there.
We can check back in.
We'll check back in with my.
So that was my 5 seconds of fame during the show.
You did it.
Was saying that, not being shown, just being heard.
Yeah.
So you can hear me for about 10 seconds or so on the live show if you want to. But the backstory on that, just a little bit. I'm not going to go too much into it because, again, you just have to watch the show to know what's going on. But they had somebody on Zoom who they needed to call on, and he does not speak any English at all. He speaks Turkish, and that's it. And so it was hard kind of wrangling him. So like pre-show, I was like talking with Vic trying to get this guy on, and it was really funny. But so during that moment, Vic tells the whole story. And so once Vic starts telling it, I'm in the Zoom going, okay, like I'll prepare to get this guy on. And like I knew it'd take a minute, so I was like, let me make sure I start now because I have to request for him to unmute, and then he will. I can't like message him and be like, "Hey, are you ready?" Because
Yeah.
he won't understand what I'm saying. So I start looking in the Zoom, and I'm like, "Well, where is he?" And then I just like cannot find him. So then I'm like panicking because I'm like, he's getting ready to call on him. I don't know where he is.
Yeah.
And I found someone because his name's Emerishan, and there was someone named Emi, E-M-I, which was the first 3 letters of his name. And so I was just like spamming for them to unmute because I was like, please unmute. They're going to call on you. And I'm like spamming for him to, or this person to turn their camera on, just hoping that was them. And they like denied to turn the camera on, weren't messaging me at all. And I was like putting in the chat the person's name with a bunch of question marks and nothing. And then so like at that point I was like, I don't know what to do. And I'm like messaging Matt and I'm like, he's not here. And then so he didn't see any of those. And then so that's when he was like, do you see him? And I was like, nope, I don't see him anywhere at all. And then so luckily then like what the plan or what was then going to happen is they were going to have Hassan Piker, who I think most people would know, who does speak Turkish fluently, come out and translate to this guy. And, you know, it's all part of the storyline. So then they bring out Hassan. And then luckily then at that point, Emerishan comes on. And then I'm spamming for him to unmute and turn his camera on. And he like denies it a few times. And then finally he does it and he turns it on. And then the bit ends up being fulfilled. But yeah, it was just such a mess. And it was funny. But that was my little 5 seconds of being on the show.
My beautiful Tark Twisted Fantasy.
My beautiful tarp. So there's your little incentive that you can hear me on the show. Just go listen to it. It's so funny. Tim Robinson was there. There's another surprise. I like it better when you're like,
he
oh,
posted
fuck
that on his
you.
YouTube channel. Tim did.
Yeah, I saw that. Shout out Chris Robinson, who does a lot of edits for Office Hours. We follow each other on Twitter, and he's a funny guy, and I like him. I wouldn't consider us friends yet because we've never talked, but he's a fun guy. He was the one who I was. Did you see my tweets about? He said something about how if mistletoeing is a verb or whatever, then camel toeing is too. And I was like, I was like, can you use camel toeing in a sentence? And then so we went back and forth on that. And yeah, he's a funny guy and does great edits. I take some influence from him for sure. But yeah, so that was fun. That's what happened last week. What happened with you last week? Huh? Anything?
Just work. Yep.
Anything else?
Oh yeah, I saw Spider-Man.
There you go. You did see Spider-Man, you dirty dog.
Yeah, it was really
You're
good.
sucking on Marvel's teat.
Mm-hmm. The what's it called? The formula, so to speak. I was sucking
Baby
on the formula.
Oh yeah,
sucking on the formula. So what's one of the reasons why you really don't like Marvel movies? Have you ever watched one?
Yeah, of course I have. I've seen most of the Ironmans. I've seen... Oh, shit. I saw Infinity War. I saw the original Spider-Mans. Obviously, I saw one at your birthday party, you slut.
Spider-Man 3.
Yeah. And those are all fine. I don't know. I just don't care for them. Like this is like the third time I've talked about this, which is kind of funny, but I was talking with the other intern, Reed, because he likes anime, and I don't, which is fine. Like, I don't have anything against it. I kind of have something against Marvel movies, I'll just be honest. But I don't really have anything against anime. It's just not for me. And I kind of like ended up finding out throughout talking with him that like there's just something about like the like fake, mysterious, like otherworldly aspect of like anime and Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, and superhero movies that like I just like doesn't connect with me.
So you didn't read
but I like horror movies.
You
and I
never
like
watched like fantasy. You never watched
baseball.
You never watched like or read any fantasy books as a kid. You had no childhood. That's what.
Well, I mean,
you had no
I
childhood.
I like fantasy books because I like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which we've talked about before.
Yeah.
Which I still need to finish, but I like fantasy books, and I mean I love like fantasy stuff, like just the aspect of it, but like I just can't get into it. It's just hard for me to like get into it. So like the overall reason of like why I'm not into anime, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, or superhero movies is because like stuff like otherworldly action type movies and stuff like that I just can't get into.
Beware of hidden
Of
hazards
dogs.
before you dig.
Beware of dog.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
So it's just, and that's where like the disconnect with Marvel movies comes from me. But then it's all these god darn it pieces of garbage who, I don't know. It's just the Marvel fandom. I just pisses me off. I don't know what it is. They're just so annoying.
Well, that's my entire childhood, Carson. So
And that's fine. And you're fine. You're
No, I'm
not
just
one
kidding.
of them. You're not one of the annoying dick assholes who are
Yeah.
so.
well, I
Oh,
will
they
say
just get
that
so annoying. I'm like, this is the most beautiful piece of cinema. I'm like, it's great. It's cool. They did a lot of cool things with it. Got respect for that. But like, it's a fucking superhero movie.
yeah.
Shut the fuck up. I don't know. It's just,
It's the same-
it's something that makes me so mad about it. I don't know what
Yeah.
it is.
It's the same thing whenever somebody, for me, like Bo Burnham to me, whenever people are like, Bo Burnham's like so funny. He's like the funniest guy alive right now. I'm like, I don't think
Well,
so
that's like
at all.
that's the same thing with people who like felt like they were an intellect for listening to Tim Pool and Joe Rogan before they came out as goofballs recently.
Mm.
But yeah, it's just something about like when somebody's really like thinks they're, I guess I would say better than somebody like who maybe isn't doing this on purpose and maybe wouldn't even know that they're doing it, but like they act a certain way that makes them seem like they're better than someone else because of what they're into.
Yeah. Like
And
you
I'm
and Martin
sure,
Scorsese.
Like exactly. No, and I'm sure I do that with certain things. Probably not on, obviously not on purpose, but
Yeah.
I'm sure I annoy other people with.
it
things
comes
that
from
I'm
a place
into.
of love and ignorance.
Yeah, I mean, really, I know you're making a joke, but
No, I mean it is.
Yeah.
Legitimately, that's where they come
Yeah.
from. But
yeah. Something, more. I don't know, and I just like
I will
don't
say
know.
that a lot of people, as soon as the Spider-Man movie came out, spoiled it like immediately. Like they immediately went on TikTok and were like,
And that's
yeah.
funny to me. Like that,
They were-
I don't care about things being spoiled. Like we
Yeah.
were talking about that on the phone, and I was like, I'm like, even if it's something I'm super excited for, do I want to be spoiled by it? No. If I am, whatever.
Yeah.
And usually, if I see a spoiler thing, I'm just like, oh, and I just ignore it.
And I had a conversation with a couple of my friends about this, but like, one of my friends works in a movie theater. Shout out Jim. Works with my
Jim.
cousin at the movie theater. Didn't know that. Found that out. Shout out Allie. And that was a weird like mind fuck. But so Jim had the opportunity to go see the movie beforehand. And I said Jim's a good friend because he didn't go see it and only didn't go see it beforehand and saw it with us for the first time. So like he
Oh.
got the first like genuine reaction. And I'm like, if I had the opportunity, I would have gone and seen it.
Yeah.
And then Sam was like, my friend Sam also was like, you would have had your ticket taken away. I'm like, I mean, okay, but I mean I just saw it because I work there. But yeah, so I was like,
I'm
all
gonna
right.
keep my mouth shut.
Yeah.
On that
So I was like,
comment.
okay. I mean, I saw it with you guys, so it doesn't matter. But I'm just saying, if I had the opportunity to go see it, if I worked somewhere,
yeah,
I probably would have seen it.
because it's one of those things where it's like,
And it was early too. Like it was Wednesday night. Like it wasn't like
Yeah.
it wasn't like a Tuesday. It wasn't a Thursday. It was Wednesday. Like whenever, like the UK was seeing it.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you're not one of those people who like would watch a movie and then go see it with your friends and be like during the exciting moments would be like trying to look at their reaction. It's like, no, you're gonna be a nice person and
Yeah.
you
No,
know,
I said
respect
like,
people's first time
yeah, like,
watching.
I would
it.
not like try to spoil it at all.
Yeah.
So
Or even like be like, oh, watch this.
Yeah.
Make sure you watch
Oh,
this
you're
part.
watch this.
Oh, here's what's gonna
This is
happen
coming
right
up.
now.
Coming up
This part's coming up right here.
right here.
Ruin it. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. The Marvel thing. I mean, like, I'm happy that it's like keeping people in movie theaters because I think that's gonna be a lost art form eventually. Hopefully not, but stuff like this is definitely keeping people going out to the cinemas.
And I will
stuff.
say that one thing that didn't keep people in cinemas was Saints of Newark.
Definitely not, because it was
Definitely
on
not.
HBO Max. And you know what else is that would have been a huge thing to bring people to the movies that's coming out here very soon? The new Matrix movie.
Oh, it is?
Yep, it's coming to HBO, which is going to ruin people from going to see it in the movie theaters.
Perfect. I can't wait to go watch it on HBO.
Yeah, I probably will actually watch it
Actually,
on
watching
HBO.
the
I don't
trailer in theater, I was like, this doesn't seem. It does not look that good to me.
I love
the first Matrix. Did not watch either the second or third ones.
I watched both of them, but I don't remember anything from them.
I remember the first one. I
So-
really enjoyed it. I watched it like a few years ago, probably like 15 or 16.
Yeah.
and
It's great. I love
it
the
was
first
really
one.
good. And
And that's why I love the
I-
John
I-
Wick movies for some reason. Even
I
though they're
don't
just, like,
think that
goofy.
I don't think that this new one's gonna be good at all.
I don't know. Some people are really excited about it. Some people are like, okay. I
It
mean,
looks
people are
so-
just happy to see it come back.
It looks
I
so
think.
like pumping out a Matrix movie to pump out a Matrix
Yeah.
movie.
I think I'll probably.
It came from the
watch
same writer, so it should be
Oh,
good.
it did.
But
Okay. I think I probably I hate to say it, but I probably will watch it on HBO Max
oh yeah, no, I probably will too.
because it's not like if it came out in the theater and not on HBO Max, I probably wouldn't go see it.
I'd wait for it to come on HBO Max.
Yeah. Which is like, it gives them money, but it does kind of ruin the theaters a little bit. But like, it would ruin the theater anyways for me because I still wouldn't go out and watch it
Right.
just because it's not something.
I don't know
would
anybody
care
that
to see
would
it.
go watch it.
Yeah, but like Many Saints of Newark, I was super excited about and wanted the theater experience of it, and so that's why you and I went and saw it.
I will say that this theater experience was insane because there was like people clapping and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Never-
was it packed? too?
Yeah, packed.
That's cool.
Absolutely packed, and like nobody was saying much during the movie or anything like that. It was just like they were watching the movie and
But they would get excited during things.
yeah, no, yeah.
How did people?
There was some visceral.
Okay, spoiler. That's your preparation. How did people react when Green Goblin came out?
Oh, that was in the trailer, so it's not that big of a spoiler. But
Oh, okay.
that's why I wanted to show you the trailer too.
Yeah, I haven't watched
Um,
it. Did people freak out at any
yeah,
moments?
yeah.
Okay.
There were a couple
See,
times where
that's
it was
cool
like
to
it was
me.
pretty. It was pretty like they were like yeah, like it was pretty
Yeah.
fun.
Like stuff like that, I do like. Like
Yeah.
I've seen the clips of people reacting to like everybody coming back in Infinity War or whatever the thing is, where they come through the orb.
Oh
And
yeah,
people losing their minds about
Yeah.
that. Like that's cool. I like that.
I saw. I said this in the car ride home, but this movie didn't give me as many chills as watching Star Wars Episode 7 did. Because Star Wars Episode 7, in theaters, for me, was a lot more visceral.
Which one was 7? That was the first.
the
Of the
first,
prequels,
yeah.
right?
The first of the sequels.
Or sorry, sequels, not
Yeah.
prequels. My bad.
And it was the one with Kylo Ren, like, gets introduced, and Rey gets introduced, and that gave me a lot of visceral
I
reaction.
know I went. I think I saw it at the theater, but yeah, I don't.
I
don't
was
remember anything about it.
I was shaking in my boots whenever I was watching
Yeah.
that. And this one I was during the movie I even asked myself, I was like, where is this going?
Yeah.
Because I had forgotten the plot.
Well, there's no way home,
Yeah, you're right.
so that's
Yeah,
where
I
they're
had
not,
forgotten
that's
the
where
plot.
they're not going.
I had forgotten the plot. And I'm like, what? I'm like, so he's gonna do this, and
Yeah.
like, why didn't
Well, I think Star Wars, like, there's nothing that can top Star Wars.
I?
I don't even think Marvel movies can't, even as big as they are.
I
Like,
think-
just that world of Star Wars is something
Well,
really different.
And I think 9 and 8 jaded a lot of fans.
Yeah, for sure.
Like they got so pissed off at those movies.
Yeah.
And one reason being Rose Tico was
I don't even know
the
who that
one that
is.
kisses Finn at the end of 8.
Okay.
Yeah,
I know who Finn is, but
Yeah.
I don't know who
yeah, she was.
Rose Tico
Yeah,
is.
it was very forced and very weird,
Rose
and that
Tikka masala.
completely ruined it. And it's really annoying that they gave three. They were supposed to give three separate directors three different movies in the
Yeah.
same sequels, as opposed to just like having one person write all three, and then, and what they should have done was given three separate directors three separate like spin-off movies.
Yeah.
It's kind of annoying, but that's Disney, I guess.
Dini.
But yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. It was really good. It made me laugh a lot too. That was one of my friends mentioned, like, I think Sam said something about it. Like, I knew that people in the theater were laughing, but I knew it was funny whenever Gavin was laughing, because I was laughing really hard at some of these parts because they were just really good jokes.
You're a funny man.
They were really funny jokes, like that were in it, and
Yeah, I work with comedy people, so
Yeah.
I think I know what jokes are funny.
Yeah.
And not.
yeah. So I will say that if another thing that's kind of annoying. So, like some Star Wars lore is told through books or video games for the main story. It's kind of like that with the Marvel movies, where you have to go watch the other shows or, watch another movie to get what's going on in this one.
Yeah.
And that happened a couple times during this. I was like, okay.
That's what I hate about it. It's like I could never get into it because I would have to watch like everything
Yeah, you would.
to understand what's going
For sure.
on in the shows, in the movies, and everything.
Yep.
I have no. I don't got room for that.
No, it
You know.
is really very time consuming.
Yeah.
I will say that if you ever want to set aside time, I will watch all of Marvel movies with you.
I think
not
I
to
think I
prove
remember
a
you
point,
mentioned- No, I think
not
you
to prove
mentioned
a
that to me
point, but just to
before.
be like, this is it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it would be like watching all the Star Wars movies or watching like all the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
I never watched any of the Lord of the Rings stuff either, so I can't. All I know is that they're very fucking long.
Yeah. And they're
And-
beautiful. They're
Yeah,
beautiful
exactly. That's what I
movies.
mean.
They did a lot.
And I've heard that, and I've heard that there's a lot of really good references to it, in a lot of different multimedias. But I just never watched it. Nobody.
Yeah.
I remember this in like first grade or second grade. There was this kid that was obsessed with him,
Oh, really?
obsessed with Lord of the Rings. I think they were a year ahead of us, and they were able to quote like everything word for word in the movie. It was that or episode 1, I can't remember, but I think it was one of the Hobbit movies. So
Hmm. Yep, just not my cup of chi. So, but you
I
know-
think if I could, I think I might open up a Letterboxd account. Have you had a Letterboxd?
No, I don't know what that is.
Really? You don't know what that is?
I don't think
It's where you
so.
rate movies and you can see other people's ratings on movies
Oh,
and stuff
yeah,
like
I've
that.
never heard
It's
of
like
that.
then they give like a review. It's like random people review it too.
I only pay attention to prestigious places like Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb. So
IMDb.
I am the BD.
Uh huh. Yeah, you should do that then, because you can like go back and like look for movies that you know were good and rate those.
But why would I want to do that?
Because then you'd be able to share like, oh, this is my Letterboxd. Because you watch movies a lot.
Not a lot. I do watch movies.
You watch movies.
I've seen every Christmas
Yeah,
movie.
you watch more movies than I do. I would say.
Probably.
You watch more Halloween movies. You went out
yeah.
and watched more things than me during Halloween.
Yeah, during seasons I watch
Yeah.
a lot of movies. Yeah.
You could literally, and then you
But like, see, that's
potential people that you could be, trying to date or something like that. It's another thing to show. It's like a business card. Hey, yeah, here's my Letterboxd, here's my Twitter, here's my Snapchat, here's my.
But
Instagram.
what if that's not the crowd I'm trying to attract?
Fair?
I don't need a movie nerd girlfriend. Let's be honest. Any of your girls out there that are movie nerds,
Don't need
I'll
it.
probably pass. I do appreciate it. I don't know. My thing is just really quickly before we have to move on is that like I'm just not a big fan of rating things in general.
Oh yeah, I
or
forgot
like
to
paying
rate.
attention
I
to
forgot
ratings.
to rate these. These are Keanu Reeves out of Keanu Reeves.
Ooh, nice.
That's very good.
That's a plus bay boy one.
Or
the wine. We gotta rate the wine
or
too.
Tom Hanks.
Let's rate the wine
This
real
is-
quick.
Tom Hanks is really
Tom
good.
Hanks.
I drank all of mine already. I don't know if you. I think you might be able to tell on the. You can
What
tell
would you
when
rate it? Give it a Christmas rating.
I would give it. What's my favorite I'm trying to think of my favorite Christmas dish. I'd rate it the cheap Christmas candies. The dollar store candy, like the dollar,
Mhm.
but they come in like the Santa Clauses, like the Hershey Santa Clauses,
Yeah.
out of like a Christmas tree Reese's cup.
Okay. So it's on the lower end. It's cheap.
It's cheap, but
It's cheap, but it's sweet.
it's good.
and you can eat it.
It's good enough.
It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. I kind of like that cheap chocolate. Though.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's just always kind of.
No, I do too. Like the gold coins.
Yeah.
Chocolate gold coins.
That's exactly the type of candy that feels like to me.
Yeah, no, I agree. I would give it like a
Because I would buy this. I'm not sure I would drink the whole thing every year. It
Mhm.
would probably just be like I'm gonna keep it in my fridge for the whole year and then just keep pulling it out.
yeah. And it just gets grosser and grosser every year.
That might make it better.
More and more flat. I'd give it like a
This is made in Augusta, Missouri.
Augusta. What would I give it? I'm trying to think of like a Christmas movie that some people like and other people don't.
Die Hard.
No. Everybody.
I
likes
haven't watched
Hard.
Die Hard, so we could watch that too. That's
Yeah,
a
we
Christmas
could.
movie.
I've seen it on I have the VHS.
Oh, okay.
I would give it like a I'll just say like I'll give it a Muppet Christmas Carol where it's like a lot of people love it, but then some people are like, it's okay. which is kind of my opinion on it. It's just okay.
Yeah.
Muppet Christmas Carol is just okay. Muppet Family Christmas is the far superior Christmas Muppet special.
I will say I think that Muppets Christmas Carol, yeah. I think introduced a lot of people to Christmas Carol.
Probably.
As,
Which
like-
is, I mean, my mom and I were talking about this last night because she doesn't like the Christmas Carol because it's just kind of too depressing. And, like, I'm kind of agree with that. And also just, like, Christmas Carol is fine, and I like the story behind it, but it's just kind of
I remember I played Mr. Scrooge in our elementary school.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
You've always played an old man.
I really have.
You've never been able to escape it. Even it's cursed you since you were a child.
Yes, it's true.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
So is the
Um,
human condition.
It's in your genetics.
Yeah, it is.
Your dad came out with a full beard and a receding hairline.
That's true.
Yeah, that's my rating on it. I just watched Muppet Christmas Carol for the first time a couple nights ago. It was good. I liked it. I like Muppet stuff. I'm trying to get more into Muppet things just because that wasn't a part of my childhood, but I hear and it's another thing where like I hear people fan about it. And,
Well,
just, like,
WWE was
kinda
part of
into
your childhood.
it was. Yeah.
And it wasn't
WWE
it wasn't part of mine.
WWE was a big part of my childhood.
It was not mine at all.
I think tech decks were definitely the biggest part of my childhood.
Neither.
Tech decks and fingerboarding, that was a huge part of my childhood.
We also have these in front of us.
yeah, let's talk about our cup of teas,
I'm gonna close this. 'cause
which
I'm not gonna-
I'm just gonna put mine right here 'cause it's gonna be in the way. Let me play some Christmas tunes for this part, for this portion. So right over here, we have something that we've done before, but we did for. What did we
should
do
keep
it
a table
for?
over here all the time.
Actually it really would be a good idea. I want to get a new coffee table because that one's just kind of and IKEA.
E.
Yeah, so I would like to get so we can having side tables would be really nice. So maybe that could be something. And of course, dude, we literally could have done it, but because I had two of those lacs, those $10 lacs,
Yeah.
and I threw them both away.
Those.
Yeah, and I had two of them we could have used. I can buy it, but I can buy two more because they're $10. So
Well,
maybe
yeah.
I'll
I
do
mean,
that so we can have
yeah.
like. Or maybe I
and we
buy
can
some
just stack
smaller.
them. We can stack them and then just unstack them whenever we record.
Yeah, true.
It's
Or
not-
literally, they'll fit under this table.
Yeah.
You know, they'll stay out of the way. That's actually a really good idea. Remind me of that. Yeah. So for around Halloween, maybe was it on the Halloween special? No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
It was before,
Yeah.
but I think it was during Halloween. We did the autumn version of the Bud Light seltzers, and these ones are, I think they're called like the sweater pack. I want to say.
I think it is.
Because the other
sweater
one was the
pack.
flannel pack.
Yeah,
these
this
are
is
for the
sweater.
sweater pack. So these are the Christmas flavors, and we have. Let me put them in the order of how we're gonna do them. I think I want to do it like this.
Okay.
I think cranberry should be first,
Okay.
then sugar plum, cherry cordial, which is, from what I know, like, have you ever had a chocolate covered cherry?
Oh
It's
yeah.
in like the cherry goop. That's a cherry cordial.
cordial.
And then there's a seltzer nog, which sounds bad to say.
Holy shit.
Which I can't even. These are fine, and then you get to this, and it's just like, where did we just go? Because I don't even know what the fuck that's gonna be like, but I know I'm gonna hate it because I hate that fake vanilla flavor, and I know that's what it's gonna taste like.
I don't mind fake vanilla flavor. I like a lot of fake flavors
Yeah.
because it gives more of a reaction to me. But this, I don't really like
Smells
eggnog.
Like hell. Oh, I love eggnog.
But it's
See, that's
just
the thing is
it's
I
too
love
thick.
eggnog.
It's too thick for me
Well, that's
to
not
like
gonna be
enjoy. It has to be like thinned out with like milk.
You gotta cook it. You gotta boil it. I love eggnog, but I don't. It's scary sounding. So, let's do it. Let's get to it. We're gonna start with cranberry. That's fine. Whatever. Sticky. Pour me a glass of that hot cranberry seltzer.
It's lukewarm.
Gotta give it a sniffer. Yep, smells like cranberry.
It smells like cranberry.
I think it's gonna taste fine.
I really don't taste anything.
I was gonna say, why does it taste so bland to me?
It just tastes like seltzer. It just tastes like sparkling water with a
It doesn't
cranberry
even taste
scent.
like there's alcohol in it.
No.
Is that because we've just drank wine
Wine.
or what?
Was
How
this,
much
like,
is in this?
8%?
5? It's 5. Why do I not taste? I don't like.
I really don't taste it at all either.
I taste a little after now, but like I don't taste any alcohol. Like it tastes like a LaCroix.
That's exactly what it is.
And like you're right, it is a sparkling water that's alcohol, but usually you can taste it.
Yeah, that's nuts that there's nothing there.
That's super
What was
weird.
that again? That was the-
Cranberry.
Oh yeah, cranberry. Okay.
It was fine. I wouldn't drink it again because it was so bland.
you'll have to pour those two. I'll do these.
Okay. You can do the sugar plum.
Sugar plum fairy.
Sugar plums.
You know,
next.
I never understood the sugar plum fairy.
Bling, blong, bling, blong,
My sister
blong,
played
blong.
the Nutcracker main character in the Nutcracker like production at WashU.
At WashU
At like the WashU campus.
for like their dance thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Why is yours like that but mine's like this?
I don't know. I don't know, dude.
What'd
I
you
didn't-
do? What'd
I
you do to
didn't-
your cup?
What did I do to your cup? Smell it? Oh, it's really strong.
Yeah.
Really weird though. Kind of earthy.
Sorry,
Sorry, my nose
smells
is a
like
little stopped.
pie crust. Like it would be like a pie. To me, smells like
I'm smelling like some sort
it
of
honestly smells
herbs
like
in it.
yeah.
Like sage or something. I don't know what it is though. All right, let's try it.
It tastes like pie, to me.
Man, I should not have drank wine before. I feel like it's ruining everything for me.
Got to clean your palate. Get some cheese.
Cheese.
You know, cheese is addictive.
Said the Washington Post.
This tastes like one of the other ones that we taste during the fall one.
To me, it tastes like the cranberry one, but just a little bit sweeter.
It tastes like grape. There's like a grape hint to me. I don't know why, but I'm thinking grape pie. That's what it feels like.
To me, it's like, have you ever had mixed berry Propel?
Yeah.
Tastes
Yeah,
like
we had
mixed
that
berry
at school. We
Propel.
had that in our high school.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I guess that's what a sugar plum would taste like. I don't really know.
That tastes exactly like a Propel sparkling water.
Yep. A little bit boozy. That one tastes a little bit more boozy to me.
Yeah.
But still not
How
much.
much boozy are we gonna get?
It's maybe gonna taste that boozy, babe. All right, now we're getting into some uncharted territory here. With cherry cordial. Right here. It'll be interesting. I'm not going to smell it until we both get a glass, but it'll be interesting to me whether it's
Chocolatey.
chocolate. I think it is because I feel like I can smell it already. I can 100% smell it already.
Can't smell it.
Really? Smell it. Yeah.
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 Oh.
Wow. Tootsie
That
Roll and cherries.
Tootsie Roll, fantastic chocolate Dr. Pepper.
With a little hint. Dude, Tootsie Pop. A cherry Tootsie Pop.
That's exactly what this. That's exactly what this
That's
smells like.
exactly what it tastes
Yeah.
like.
And this is exactly. And I don't mean to sound like Cat Williams, but this is exactly what I've been looking for. I'll have to pull that up. I'll pull that up. Sorry.
Like it even like I feel like when I smell it, I can feel me biting into a Tootsie Pop.
Yeah.
A
Like
pussy
my
top.
teeth hurt.
Yes. Yeah, like my teeth are in pain. You want to sip it?
Yeah.
Go.
Oh, that's really bad.
Nope. Nah. Not into that at all. No, that's weird.
This is exactly what I've been waiting for. This is exactly, I don't mean to sound like Cat Williams, but this is exactly what I've been waiting for.
Who is that?
Stephen A. Smith.
Oh, okay. Mm-mm. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? It tastes a little bit better that time, but still like a really like
Cherry
almost
Tootsie
like
Pop.
yeah, but there's almost like a dusty finish at the end
Well, I
where
think
it's
that's
just
a
like
seltzer.
yeah, it's just like a little like there's a finish there that I'm like, oof. Exactly. All right, Gavin. It's time for the finale. So far, the order I would put them in. Actually, I'd probably put sugar plum before cranberry. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man. Really not. Not
It
looking
comes
forward
out
to
like
this.
pure white.
Yeah, in thick. I'm about to drink eggnog later too. I bought some for tonight, like I always do.
You buy spiked eggnog.
Steak eggnog. Yeah, I bought but the Evan Williams eggnog. All right, let's give it a smell.
Is that real or are you
I
joking?
think so.
Cinnamon.
Yeah. Hold on, let me smell apple pie.
Yeah. Apple pie, cinnamon.
That's weird. Yeah. It smells like a
Wasn't that the flannel? What part of the flannel collection was?
yeah, apple crisp.
apple
And it
crisp?
smells like the
Th-
apple
That's
crisp.
exactly what it smells. This is exactly.
I should have grabbed and get a apple crisp.
Don't you still have it?
Yeah, I really need to get rid of those too. I have not touched any of them, and I won't. Same with these.
Yeah, I'm not much of an alcohol person.
Apple crisp. I don't know. Getting nothing eggnog in that.
Nope.
I think I'm like kind of grossed out because I'm thinking about eggnog while I'm drinking it.
There's a little bit of spice to it.
It's definitely different than the apple crisp.
Better than cherry cordial, in my opinion.
I think I would agree.
It's really much better.
It's not bad. Again, I just would never ever drink any of these.
What would you rate this on holiday? Let's do. We'll do holiday movies again or Christmas movies again.
Wait, don't, because I'm gonna do something I forgot to do last time.
Oh, mix all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For like the whole pack together, what would I rate it?
Yeah.
Jeez. Man, what would I rate it? Like the third Home Alone. Are you gonna do it too?
Yeah, I'll do it too.
Okay. Wow, that was a lot for your first pour. That was so much. I have a lot in here too, so let's see. Just give it a. Actually, I'll wait. Yeah, I would give it the I would say it's definitely the third.
Put it all in the cup.
I would give it the third Home Alone movie, which everybody said sucked, and I've never even seen it.
It's like I think it's that Tootsie Pop one.
I can smell it right away. All right. Well, we just mixed them all together in case you're just watching or listening. And yeah, that was weird.
Not very good.
Nope. No.
If I could give it a number rating, I'd give it like a 6.
I
A
thought
little
we
bit
were
above
doing
average,
Christmas.
but Christmas movies.
Oh, I would say it's below average. That's why I said it was Home Alone 3.
I give it like right at average. So, what would you say? What would you say is an average Christmas movie?
Average Christmas movie?
Because in my opinion, like one of the best Christmas movies is Christmas Story.
Yeah, I would agree. That's not one of my favorites, but I
It's a
understand
premier
it.
one to me.
Yeah, I would say. How about this? I would give it the. I would say it's like the Hallmark Christmas movies.
Yeah,
Most people hate them and they say they suck, but white girls love them.
you're right.
And
That is exactly what these are.
And isn't that what's?
Isn't that what Christmas is
Isn't
all
that
about?
what Bud Light Seltzer's all?
Wake up!
Oh, we gotta go. Ugh. Thank you guys for joining us this holiday season and spending your Christmas time with us. and
Your
our-
Christmas time being spent at home with your families. Maybe you listen to this on a family TV in the living room.
Yeah, maybe you're putting this on while you're.
You know, surprisingly, this has almost been a non-explicit episode.
Have we not cursed much?
I only said shit at the beginning.
I don't know if I cursed at all. And I won't because baby Jesus said no. Well, I was told if you say bad things, Santa won't bring you your presents. So
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Well,
Yeah.
I'm Santa, and I brought you that one.
yeah, that really cool toy that I don't know where I'm gonna put. Thank you for giving me one more thing to figure out where to put.
Sounds like a you problem.
I really want to get it out and play with it, but I know I shouldn't.
I mean, you can. That's
You
what
walk
I've
in on
done
me
that
going,
before. I've done that before. I just put it back in the box whenever I'm done.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, thank you. Hopefully, here's my proposal to everybody who celebrates Christmas. You know, a lot of people like to put on the Yule log while they open presents, like I do. I like to put on the Yule log. Some people like to put on a Christmas Story because TBS literally. Did you know this?
Yeah, they play it
yeah,
nonstop.
all year long.
Not all year long.
all year. And so
They
a lot of people
cannot
like
find
to
time for
all
playoff
year.
baseball or basketball.
Nope. No,
None.
No.
Are you excited for Christmas basketball?
Yeah. I don't know if I'll watch it. Who's
Yeah.
playing?
I don't even know.
I don't know either. So a lot of people like to put that on while they open presents.
Yeah.
I would like to suggest everybody to put our podcast on while you open Christmas
Yeah.
presents with your family around.
Carson.
Yeah.
What you been listening to?
Well, Gavin, as you know, I have been celebrating Christmas and the Christmas season by suggesting some Christmas tunes. And this is the finale of the
FNAF.
FNAF, whatever that means.
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh, this is the FNAF of the Christmas episodes. And I didn't end up going with something like with the Halloween stuff, I ended up going with the Halloween soundtrack. And this one I was just kind of like, it was kind of last minute when I was thinking about it. And I was like, I forgot how much I like this group and how much I love their Christmas stuff. And that is Mannheim Steamroller.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and so what I'm suggesting is their 1988 album, A Fresh Air Christmas, excuse me. And
The fresh air of Christmas.
The Fresh Christmas. And I like, of course, Carol of the Bells in there.
Yeah, just like that.
And I can't really remember what else is good on this album, so just give it a listen. Listen to all of their Christmas stuff because it's great, and I think they're better than Trans-Siberian Orchestra in my opinion. It's a little bit more electronic to me, and it's just really fun music. So that is my suggestion this week for the Christmas special.
I am going to recommend Paul McCartney's Christmas song, Wonderful Christmas Time.
Nice. There you go.
One of my favorites. I think
Same. A pretty controversial Christmas song.
For
because
sure.
Some people hate it, and some people love it.
some people absolutely hate it.
And I'm glad we were both in agreement that we both love it because it is one of my favorites. I do love John Lennon's War is Over. I think it's a fantastic song. But I would say I still personally like Wonderful Christmas Time more. Just because I like the way it makes me feel.
I'm not going to recommend the whole album because I haven't listened to the whole album, but
It's not a Christmas album, right?
no,
it's
it's
off
not.
Of like,
It's Paul McCartney's second
yeah,
solo album.
Solo album.
And he also released Temporary Secretary on there, and that was one that he played live.
I don't know.
It was not very good, but it exists, and that it holds a place in my heart because he played it live while I was there. So.
Oh, I see.
But yeah, Wonderful Christmas Time.
Nice. That's a good suggestion. Well, Gavin, as we wrap this up, I wanted to ask you something. What are you doing for Christmas? What are your Christmas plans? No, we're gonna go on a little bit, so don't play that just yet.
Okay.
Because then it would go over this, and I thought maybe that would be a little fun thing.
What am I doing for Christmas?
What are you? Yeah. What are you doing for Christmas this holiday season? Are you doing anything Christmas Eve? Like what's
Going
what's
over
the
to my
plan?
grandma's house, open up some presents, having some
On
ham.
Christmas Eve or Christmas Day?
Not sure what day yet.
Oh, you don't even know.
Well, because my grandma knows that somebody was working. Me,
Oh,
I think my
'cause you're working
sister.
Christmas Eve.
Yeah,
duh.
but I'm not working during whenever we normally go over. I
Mhm.
just go there whenever we're done.
So you don't know when yet.
Don't know when.
And then do you guys open presents in the morning still of Christmas Day?
Not really, no.
What? When do you open presents then?
Whenever we feel like it.
Really?
Yeah.
So you guys
We
don't
haven't-
get up and
Honestly,
celebrate?
no. Honestly, we haven't opened presents in probably 4 years.
What do you mean? What do you do then? This is making me depressed now.
Well, one year, I think the first Christmas we had at our new house, my mom wrapped up a huge saran wrap ball of our presents. So you would have to unwrap more of the saran wrap. It
To
was like
get
a
everything?
saran wrap ball.
Oh my gosh.
And so like you could see like we had like Bose headphones, and then it was like we got through, and it was like socks, and then it was like underwear, and then it was and then the ending was like a really good gift. So you start out with you go back.
Yeah.
Into it. Yeah. So that was a few years ago. I normally don't really ask for Christmas presents because I don't really need anything or want anything. and I can buy anything that I want whenever I had a job. So that
But you
literally-
do get Christmas presents, right?
for a couple years I didn't.
What?
Yeah, I just
Wait
didn't
a
ask
minute.
for anything.
This is a revelation I am finding out right now. What do
I
you
told
mean?
my mom whenever I got a job, I said, and I had been working,
Uh-huh.
I was like, you don't have to get me anything for Christmas this year. I told her not to. I was like, don't get me anything. for Christmas."
Wow.
I was like, just keep it.
What a selfless person you are. I never, ever knew this.
Yeah, I was
This
like,
is
just
me finding out right now.
I was like, I don't need it. I'll just get whatever I want or need. I got the money to do it, so you don't have to worry
so
about getting
did
me
everybody
something.
else get presents and you didn't get anything?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. For that one year, and then it became like, oh, me and Sean were working, so now we don't get anything, kind of thing. So I asked for socks and underwear this year.
And did you get it already?
Yeah, and I also got a bed frame. So I won't
So
be
you've
sleeping.
already gotten your presents.
Not yet. Not
When
yet.
are you
I
gonna
haven't got
get-
the bed frame. Bed frame will come in like on Christmas, I'm pretty sure.
So nothing will be wrapped. It'll just be given.
No,
to
but
you.
whatever my grandma gets me, that will be wrapped. My grandma's like the only one who like still does gifts.
This is a very depressing revelation I am finding.
And
out about your
honestly,
family.
I mean, I'm giving people gifts, but I don't like wrapping them because in my head,
Oh God, here we go.
I'm thinking this is gonna have an insane amount of pollution impact on the
Oh my
earth.
God.
So I just don't use wrapping paper.
This is so funny because on my favorite podcast, who everybody needs to listen to, Dynamic Banter, one of the things they talk about every year is Wonderful Christmas Time, and one of the guys whose name is Steve hates that song, and the other guy, Mike, loves it. And the other thing they talk about all the time is wrapping gifts. Steve hates wrapping gifts and hates wrapping paper, and Mike loves it. And
I
that's where
hate
I'm
it.
at right now.
I hate it so much. Like because in my head I'm thinking,
I never thought I'd meet a person who was like that. and
well,
here we are.
because it was nice to get presents for a long time. You know what I mean? But then like that wore off as time went on. So
Well, it didn't wear off for me. I still like it.
well, it wore off for
And we're
me.
the same age. Well, you're older than me.
Yeah. It wore off for me. I don't know why, but it was just like because I just became so like self-conscious about what I'm throwing into the trash now. Every time I throw something
and
away.
I
mean, like
get
I'll
that.
throw stuff away, but I'll be like, it's literally not my fault. Like I just like to consume things.
And I get it, and I understand the environmental aspect of
Yeah.
it, but like
And I'm like, this paper I'm buying.
I'll sacrifice other things.
I'm buying to throw in the trash.
I will. You're see. There's the other thing they do. You're buying it to surprise someone with a gift. Excuse me. You're buying it to surprise someone with something.
I'll surprise them by just giving them something because I'm that type of person where I just don't give things to people. So they're like, oh, it's Christmas time. I'll give you something. Like I'm pretty sure last year I bought my brother his son's jersey. I bought him a Steve Nash Suns jersey, like the classic one with the sun that's like going up in that.
Yeah.
I bought him that last year.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was last year. And gave it to him on like the 20th.
So with the gifts you've bought for your family, have you given them to them already? When are you gonna give it to them?
Whenever I see him on Christmas Eve. Or
Are you
Christmas.
gonna wrap them?
No.
Okay, so here's the argument that they always bring up. What about eggs?
What do you mean? What about eggs?
You buy eggs, you throw the shells away.
Yeah, but you use what's in it.
You buy to throw it away.
That's not right.
You throw the eggshells away. What do you know?
But
You buy
I know
those
what's
to throw
what's
those
on the
away.
inside. I'm gonna
Yeah.
eat it.
You don't know what's inside of a present. That's why you wrap it.
That's not fun.
It's fun for me.
That's not a fun thought.
That's why I wrapped yours. I didn't wrap. I guess I put it in a bag. It came in the bag, and then I put the stuffing on there, which will get thrown away. I get it. I understand the pollution, but like I said, I sacrifice other things.
Well,
so
like
I
the
can wrap
wrapping paper
gifts.
that I was gonna buy was $5. I'm like, I'm not buying $5 wrapping paper.
So you considered it.
Considered it, but I was like, I'm not gonna.
I'll
do
take
it.
that. I'll take the consideration of it.
Plus,
That does depress me.
I also think about because what I bought was mainly clothing items. I hate wrapping clothing items.
Yeah, it's a pain. It's a pain in the ass.
So it's difficult for me, and I know that what I got my dad, he was not gonna appreciate if I wrapped it because he just would have been like, "Oh, you put wrapping paper on it."
Oh, so it comes from your dad.
Yeah, it comes from. Well, I don't think it even comes from my dad. It's just kind of like he wants to get it and then not have to worry about it. You know, it's like, okay, I open up this, now I don't have to worry about throwing something away. like cut it. Like I'll probably cut
Yeah.
off the tags of something that I give my dad because I know he's gonna use it.
Hey, to each is their own.
To Jesus their own.
To Jesus and their own and beyond.
So what are your Christmas plans?
That really. So Christmas morning, nothing. Just nothing happens.
Gonna wake up and maybe cinnamon rolls and eggs.
Okay, so
French
you do
toast,
at
maybe?
least there's something.
Yeah, it really depends because I'm definitely gonna sleep in that day.
Did you guys used to
Yeah, yeah, for sure, we did.
like open presents?
yeah, we
Christmas
did up
morning?
until like probably I was like 14 or 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whew, jeez, I need a drink after that.
I think honestly, I think the last time that we did anything on Christmas was whenever we moved out of our big house.
Okay.
That was like the last time we did because there's
mean, I
no
get
like
it.
official living room in our
Yeah, there is.
official.
Definitely is.
There's a basement.
Yeah, the
but it's
main
a
room you walk into,
I mean, but we have a piano and a couch in it. Like it's not.
and that's where the Christmas tree is, right?
My mom's like skeleton Christmas tree.
Yeah, skeleton tree. I didn't know.
yeah,
about that.
she's got skulls up on it.
Oh, that's cool. I
Yeah.
like that.
It's
Your
black.
mom's
It's a
cool.
black Christmas tree with.
Oh, I thought it was white for some reason.
No,
Yeah.
I think we did. There was a year where we did put up our Christmas tree one year.
You guys have lights up outside, right?
Yeah, we put it.
Yeah.
Usually do, but I don't think we did this year because
Oh.
everybody's been busy.
Yeah, that's I get it. We didn't do lights for a long time.
I think I put them up last year, if I recall correctly.
Oh, really?
My mom was freaking
That's
out
funny.
about it. But yeah, I remember we put up the tree one year in the basement, and it was just kind of like meh, because it was like, at that point, I was the only one that ever really went down in the basement, and it was like, okay, why did we do this?
Yeah.
And then we got more dogs, and it was like we don't want to knock the dogs have to
yeah.
knock it over, and
they're in that main room.
there were 2 years I think where we put up the big Christmas tree, put it in the corner of the room, and like fenced it off.
Oh, really?
And then yeah,
That's just a pain in the ass
Yeah.
at that point.
and I do remember putting up like getting the ornaments out. Like we have a whole bunch of ornaments too, really good like traditional ornaments. So, yeah, I don't know. That's just something that's been lost over time.
Like I said, to each is their own. I get it.
But we still have our grandma who still does it. So
Which is good. That
Yeah.
makes me happy that at least someone is doing it. But I get it.
my
you
mom
know.
would prefer to wrap me something. It's just she doesn't know what to get me, so she just doesn't get me anything. So that's my fault, but I don't care. Because
look after yourself.
a whole nother thing that I won't really even get into, but
Yeah. dude,
I'm really empathetic and consumer, and I hate. I went to the mall with my mom and my sister last weekend.
Mm.
Holy shit! I never want to go to a mall again during Christmas time. Never.
Because of why? Let me see. Why.
Just the shopping and knowing that these things are going to sit on shelves, and the entire time I'm thinking I could get some of these things. Like I was going to buy a couple shirts from PacSun because they were like throwback NBA ones, but they already had like that worn look to them. I was like, I could just go to fucking Goodwill and find something like this. And that is exactly why I hate going to malls, because I'm like, if I want something, I'll just go to Goodwill and find it. 'Cause
yeah.
it gives me,
definitely.
it brings a little bit more relief to my, like, it brings a little bit more relief to my head, because I'm like, I don't want to.
Add to the landfill.
Yeah, I don't want to add to the Goodwill haul.
when you could upcycle.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. And I do buy new things. Like
it was
this is
so
a,
gross
this is
to
a
me.
New shirt.
I hated seeing it. I hated it because it was like, and also knowing that this mall, that West County Mall,
Mhm.
was owned by the same people that owned Chesterfield Mall, the one that is out of business, and a Skeleton Mall.
Yeah.
I was just like, I can't shop here knowing that this is going to eventually be like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a weird thing, and I get what you're saying. I mean, I like shopping, but I don't shop at malls like that anymore.
It's-
Like, it's got to be like
yeah.
certain, like,
It's got to be like boutiques.
gonna sound a little snobby, yeah, boutiques and stuff like that, like specific stores. But yeah, I mean, I've definitely jumped on the train of like,
I would rather
upcycling
go
and
shop
stuff.
at Main Street.
Yeah,
You know, Main Street.
it's
St.
different,
Charles,
small
but-
businesses and stuff like
yeah,
that.
and
But yeah, adding to the shit, crap, garbage pile of stuff is just like I agree with you. I don't think I've ever thought about it that much, but yeah,
Yeah, it
I
was
get, I know
it-
what you're saying.
clouded my mind while I was
Yeah.
shopping at the mall, because I'm like, what can I get somebody? And I'm like, I can't do this.
Yeah, no, I get you. What am I doing Christmas? I actually have a lot going on, which is good. You know, it's you know,
So do you open up presents on Christmas?
I certainly
do you
do.
open up Christmas Eve presents?
Presents. Christmas Eve, I won't open anything. So usually, what we used to do every single year is, we would go to my grandma's on my mom's side Christmas Eve night, and open up presents from family members and my grandma, and that was like that used to be like my favorite day in the whole wide world because it was just so much fun and like the food was great. We would do like everybody would bring like appetizer type food and stuff like that. And I don't know, just something about it was always so fun. And we would like 35 to 40 people in my grandma's, 2-bedroom house, really small house in her basement, like just everybody being crowded together and like in that small basement. Something about it is just like, really nostalgic and like really feel good for me. And then like everybody complaining about how hot it was and having to go outside and like cool. I don't know. Just something about that is like
Steam
really
coming
like
off of your skin.
No, really though. That something about that just like super nostalgic and like I miss that because I don't think that'll happen anymore. And I think 2019 was probably the last year it'll happen that way because obviously last year we couldn't do anything. So I think last year we did a little bit on Christmas Eve and then Christmas Day. We just did like the morning and it still was fine for, how it had to be, but it, it was like sad because it's like, oh man, we can't do it the way that things have to be.
I forgot to mention that.
Yeah.
We do go to the other side of my mom's side. That's our mom's mom that we go to. And up until I think I was probably like 15 or 16, we would flop between my great uncle's house. So it would be like my grandma's house every year, December 24th. But sometimes a week before, sometimes a week after, we would go up to middle of nowhere, northeastern Missouri, where my grandma's brother lives, and we would celebrate with his family and our like our extended family, really. And every other year we'd flip flop. We go like his house and our house and his house and our house, or my grandma's house, and that was a tradition that we kept alive. But I think over time everybody was just like, we don't know what to get each other.
Yeah.
And it was because it's difficult whenever we hardly even talk to them.
Yeah, which is,
it's nice, but they live in the middle of nowhere and dissenting opinions can lead to awkward discussions. So.
And I think like a problem that I see with my families is like that happens where it's like, well, what do I get these people? There's so many people you have to shop for. Like there's like, 20 something grandkids. And so you end up like being like, okay, well, I'm going to get every one of them like the same thing. And then it's like, well, I'm not going to do anything with this gift you're giving me. You know what I mean? But that's just kind of the way it goes when you get older or when you're younger or whatever. So I get what you mean by that. And I think, like a lot of people just hold Christmas a little bit higher than that. And like, obviously, like I love Christmas. It's my favorite thing. So like, that's why I'm like super into it and passionate, so to speak, about it. But so Christmas Eve, we're not doing anything with my grandma, just because of, be careful about COVID. So obviously we would not go to her house until this pandemic is over, if we ever do that again. So this year we're actually doing like a formal Christmas dinner with just my immediate family at my house or my parents' house, which will be nice and it'll be fun. And I'm excited for that because we'll drink and make jokes about horrible, disgusting things and it'll be fun. And then we might go to church. That's still unconfirmed because they're doing it at like dumb times. Sorry if anybody from church is listening, but you guys chose fucking stupid times to do the services at. And then Christmas morning, everybody will come over. Again, immediate family, and we'll open presents in the morning and, have breakfast and stuff like that. And then I think Christmas night, we're supposed to do something with my dad's side of the family at my grandma's house. And then the day after Christmas is when we'll be bringing back the celebration with my mom's side. But my aunt rented out like I want to say reception hall, but that's not really what it is. It's like at a park, but it's like an indoor facility you can rent out and have like events there. And so she rented that out, and we're going to do like what we would usually do at my grandma's house, but there. Which will be good. I'm super happy about it. I would have loved to have been Christmas Eve, but I'll absolutely take the day after, and it'll be fun just to see everybody and get together. So, yeah, it should be eventful year, which is good. Just with off the backs of last year kind of being a shit piss hole, but can't complain with anything. But yeah, it should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm really looking forward to tonight, which starts in about 30 minutes. So we need to go so we can go eat. Luckily, there's not much left I have to get prepared, so let's go eat and then we'll come back and prep everything. So hit that outro music if you can.
Well, everybody, Thanks for tuning in to the It Takes All Kinds episode 42.
Yeah. Camera shut off. I'm not restarting it because there's literally a couple seconds left.
42. Thanks for tuning in.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Enjoy your Christmas if you celebrate, and enjoy the holiday season.
Goodbye, bye.